is that the honeymoon is over. All of those wonderful things that we got for just being are now sort of just old news. We are like every other startup. We've been a company now for 6 months. And yes, you could say that, well, we had a lawsuit for 4 of those months, and we had this and that. But the bottom line is the world doesn't really care. What the world cares about is what we produce. We've been a startup for 6 months. We've been spending money like we've been a startup for 6 months. And in some areas, we've really produced a lot. We've got a lot to show for 6 months in some areas. In other areas, we don't have a lot to show for 6 months. So I hope that throughout this retreat, we tend to make sure that our feet are on the ground and we realize that we're going to be judged like every other startup from here on out, and that is by what our product is and how timely we bring it to market. Not on the fact that we're next, not on the fact that we were sued, not on the fact that we're really good people who had a lot to do with Macintosh. That stuff's irrelevant at this point.
The problem I've got, though, is one, will everybody believe that the stake is in fact in the ground? And secondly, when software comes back and says what they can do by summer or spring of '87, will they be telling us the truth? That's what I'm worried about.
Rely on.
Well,
yeah,
one of the things,
that's exactly my point. We've got a person here that said he could do a word processor in 6 months. It's taking 3 years.
well, George, I can't change the world, you know. What do you want me to do? What's the solution?
I think, though, that...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to hear, just because we blew it last time, we're going to blow it.
Stephen Jobs figures heroically in the history of American entrepreneurship. At the age of 22, he founded a company called Apple Computer and proceeded to grow it into a $2 billion business. In the spring of 1985, he lost a power struggle inside Apple and left the company he had created. He spent the summer considering his next move and resolved to begin again. In September, he started a new computer company with his own money. With characteristic flair, he called it Next Incorporated.